how to speak English fluently without learning too much grammar rules. Yeah, this is the video that will help you speak English fluently without learning too much grammar rules, because I believe that if you learn too much grammar rules, you are always in your head while speaking in this language. This is my personal experience. When I read 4 to 5 books on grammar, I was always in my head while speaking if I should be using has here or have. Like, I was always in my head until or unless I got out of that mindset of learning too much grammar rules, and then I will speak English fluently. I was not able to communicate properly in this language. And if you want to speak English fluently, if you want to express yourself well in this language, if you want to articulate your words effectively without learning too much grammar rules, this video is going to be very important for you. So watch this video till the end to get the idea of what I am saying and how can you do the same like me. But before I talk about those effective methods that will make you a fluent speaker in English, let me talk a little bit about my background. As you can see my background, I come from a very small village, and I am making this video from a half-built rooftop. I can't say this rooftop, this is not mine actually, okay? So I'm shooting this video from here, guys. So yeah, this was some information about me. I come from a very small village. And now come to the point. I assuming that either you are someone who have learnt all the grammar rules and you are still not able to speak this language fluently, or you are someone who don't want to learn grammar rules. That's what I am assuming, and I might be wrong, okay? But no matter who you are, if you watch this video, you are going to speak English fluently without learning too much grammar rules. So let's get started and talk about the first thing that you have to keep in mind when speaking English without grammar rules. So the first thing that you need to keep in mind when speaking English using as minimum rules as possible is speak English at a very slow pace initially. Yeah, the reason I am saying this is when you are just starting out speaking in this language, you are not get used to this language. You are not get used to speaking this language every single day. So no matter how much grammar rules you know, you are bound to forget those rules if you speak fast English. I can tell you from my personal experience, when I started this YouTube channel, go and watch my previous videos. In those videos, I wanted to complete my sentences as soon as possible, like blah blah blah. I wanted to just speak quickly and I wanted to end my videos soon. But in my recent videos, you will notice that I started speaking slowly English, and the reason I did that because when I speak slow English, I get time to think what to say next, and that way your conversation becomes effective to the person who is listening to your conversation or talking to you, okay? So this would be the first thing that I want you to do when speaking English fluently without using grammar rules. This has nothing to do with speaking without grammar rules, but this is what I want you to follow, and you will know why I am saying this. Now move on to the next thing that you need to be doing on a daily basis. This is very effective method to speak English fluently without following any grammar rules, okay? This is called imitation technique. Yeah, this is the technique that I used to do a lot back in 2022. Yeah, this is the technique that I used to do for the whole day, I remember, and I am speaking fluently English. You can see me speaking fluent English. So yeah, imitation technique, what do I mean by this is I want you to choose a person whom you want to speak English like. Yeah, it could be anyone. It could be a politician, it could be a cricketer, it could be a celebrity, it could be anyone for you. So I just want you to choose a person whom you want to speak English like, and copy his tone, copy what he is saying, copy how he speaks, copy his sentences, copy his phrases, copy his idioms. It's like it started drizzling out here. I can't shoot this video, man. Guys, it had started raining, and I just stopped shooting videos, but it also stopped raining now. So yeah, where was I? I was talking about imitation technique. Imitation technique says choose a person whom you want to speak English like, and copy that person, like completely copy his tone, copy how he speaks, copy his sentences, copy his idioms. Yeah, this is what I want you to do on a regular basis. You need to do this every single day, and after 6 to 7 months you will see a huge notice, a huge graph going upside. Means you will improve drastically, and when you speak English now, you are thinking about grammar rules, like this is what I should be using here, I should be using has here, have here. Right now you're thinking, but when you execute this technique called imitation technique, you will no longer need to think about grammar rules that you should be using while speaking in this language, because you will get used to automatically, you will pick up automatically grammar rules. And I have said in my previous videos the same thing, okay, and I'm again saying you this because this technique has the power to make you a fluent speaker in very short amount of time. Because this is what I did. I chose a person whom I wanted to speak English like. I chose 10 to 15 people since when I started learning English. Like the first one was Ranveer Allahabadia, the second one was someone called Jazz Sethi, and like I chose a lot of person whom I wanted to speak English like. My point was to become a fluent speaker no matter how I become. So yeah, in your case, start with one person whom you want to speak English like, and then continue copying that person, everything. So yeah, this is the thing that I want you to do on a regular basis. And I'm not boasting, man, I'm telling you the truth. You can see the truth in my eyes, man. I did that, and I just want you to do the same, and you will notice a huge improvement in your communication skills in English. And for improving my communication skills in English, I not only followed this technique, but I was always reading books on how to speak English fluently or on how to communicate properly. One of the books that I am going to recommend you is How to Talk to Anyone. Yeah, that book, if you understand English, if you read that book, your communication level is going to go from here to here. This is my guarantee. You will learn a lot of things. You will learn about eye contact, you will learn how you should be standing while speaking, how you will look confident while speaking. You are going to learn a lot of things that will help you in your personal life. Now let's talk about the third technique. एंड यू नो, टेक्निक की जब बात आती है तो टेक्निक आपको सब कुछ पता होता है कि आपको क्या करना चाहिए ऑन अ रेगुलर बेसिस, बट आप करते नहीं हो बिकॉज यू आर नॉट सीरियस, बिकॉज यू डोंट हैव अ क्लियर वाई, यू डोंट हैव अ क्लियर पर्पस कि आपको क्यों इंग्लिश सीखना चाहिए. ये भी हो सकता है. इसलिए आपको सब पता है कि मिरर टेक्निक भी कोई चीज़ होती है. अगर मैं रोज़ मिरर टेक्निक को प्रैक्टिस करता हूँ तो यू बिकम वेरी कंफर्टेबल विद स्पीकिंग with anyone in this language. आपको पता है वो सारी चीज़ें, but the problem is how you are going to convince yourself to do that, how you are going to make yourself to do that, how you are going to push yourself to do that. That's the problem. Okay, and now I am also going to give you a method through which you are going to push yourself to do that. Okay, so the third technique that I was going to talk about was watch children's cartoon as much as possible. Yeah, I want you to watch children's cartoon, because when you watch children cartoons, what happens is all the things that you are watching, the sentences that you are hearing, the phrases you are hearing, the idioms you are hearing are being ingrained in your mind, and you are storing those things in your subconscious mind. Okay, and that way you don't have to think about grammar rules while speaking if you grabbed all those things. Okay, and this is not going to happen overnight. You have to practice this technique every single day. You have to watch cartoons every single day. You have to watch children's cartoon, and the reason I am saying you to watch children's cartoon is because when you watch children's cartoons, what happens is those cartoons are meant for children, so your probability of understanding those cartoons increases and you learn English like a child, and that's what all you need to become fluent in any language. So the reason you are speaking your mother tongue fluently is because you are not thinking about your mother tongue while speaking your mother tongue, and that's how you are speaking this language fluently. And if you want to speak English, you have to apply the same formula to speak English fluently. So watch children's cartoon. As I told you, watch children's cartoons and imitate as much as possible. Now let's talk about the fourth technique. These three techniques are enough that will help you speak English fluently without learning too much grammar rules. Imitation technique, and watch children's cartoon as much as possible, and then speak at a slow pace. And the third is very important, no matter how many techniques you know about, but if you don't know this, you are not going to use any of those techniques. So yeah, it's very important for you to know about what I am going to say. The thing is, human beings are lazy by default. Yeah, human beings are lazy by default. Unless or until you give a push to yourself, you are not going to do anything in your life. You don't feel like waking up early in the morning, but if you want to achieve your dreams, you have to give a push to yourself in the morning, and that's how you make yourself get up from your bed. That's what I'm saying, man. You need to give a push to use all the techniques that I have told you in this video, and see yourself a huge improvement in your communication skills in English after 6 months. Yeah, it's not going to take a lot of time. Just give 6 months and come to this video, and if this doesn't work, hit the unsubscribe button, abuse me in the comment section. That's what I am saying. Okay, so yeah, these were the techniques. If you follow consistently, if you just execute what I say in this video, you are born to speak English fluently. I am not saying that I have become master at speaking English, but what I am saying is I have come to a level where I can express myself well in this language, where I can talk clearly in this language. And the reason I have able to done this is, the reason it has all been possible because I have followed all the rules that I have mentioned in this video, that I have talked about in this video. And if you want to do the same, if you want to come to at least my level, you have to do the same. You have to follow these techniques. So I want you to let me know in the comment section whether you like this video or not. And yeah, if you found this video to be helpful for you, I want you to hit the like button, and I also want you to subscribe to this channel because it motivates me to make more videos.